That means something was good.
All of it.
So we're brewing a sour beer. So we have, essentially we took a regular beer, semi-regular I guess, whatever I showed you in the regular brew house. And we fermented it with regular Saccharomyces yeast, brewer's yeast. And then we brought it into here and we put it in these barrels. And some of these barrels have Brettanomyces in them, the wild yeast. And they are literally embedded in the wood here. Some of them we got from wineries that didn't want them anymore.
Perfect.
Because they had Brettanomyces and they want to get that hell out of their winery. So we put them in here and we added some more Brettanomyces. We added some bacteria to them and they are re-fermenting. So they went through the primary stage of fermentation in that open top and then we pumped them into here. Some of them with just naturally occurring Brettanomyces, some of them with cultures we added to here. And then we added more bacteria to them, and they're going to produce funky tastes and sour tastes. Ferment a little bit more. They're not going to like produce a totally different alcohol, but they're going to dry it out a little bit, and they're going to add funky flavors and sour flavors to them. And then also, these were old wine barrels, so they're obviously they're gonna add some wine flavor to them. And then I think some of them we're gonna add some dried fruit. Who knows? I think I think it's gonna be a slightly red copper ale, so we might add some raspberries or cherries or something that complements the flavor. But this is how you sour a beer right here. And I think this is like a mother right here. So we like inoculated some.
I thought you were saying you knocked her up.
We knocked her. Inoculated is essentially we knocked her up. We knocked her up with some dirty yeast. And we took that and we're like, all right. So and we got her really dirty, like really dirty. This is. She is, pardon my language, the slut of the town.
Aww,
all right.
We love you.
But we love her.
She makes good beer.
She does, because this little barrel will inoculate all these other barrels, which we did. We pumped her dirtiness into all these other dirty birds.
Her dirty gets around.
Was this the first one?
We pumped beer in here and we inoculated that
with bacteria, right?
With Brett and bacteria. Brettanomyces.
Okay.
As opposed to Saccharomyces, which is, the ones that you buy at the store, the American ale yeast, the Belgian ale yeast, the English ale yeast.
Yeah.
Anyways, we knocked her up with that, and we also knocked her up with Brettanomyces and bacteria. And then we allowed her to spread her dirtiness to all these other barrels.
How long will they be in the barrels for?
They'll be in the barrels. They've been in the barrels since April, and I guess this is August. So they've been in the barrels for 4 months. And really, brewing a sour beer is just, there's a science to it, but it's a lot of just taste.
So you can taste it and decide when you want to take it out? Yeah,
we have these little, brewing a sour beer is very dirty. These are called bungholes.
Right.
So we can take these bungs out and we can take a little wine thief and pull some out, taste it. We tasted it about a week or two ago and it smelled funky and sour, but it didn't taste very funky and sour. So we're going to keep it in there until it tastes ready, essentially. And then we're going to keg it.
So if it gets too cold in here, do you keep it warm? Does it want to be warm?
Yeah, we don't have any insulation. It does want to be at fermentation temperatures. It will ferment less. It'll act slower at colder temperatures. So it kind of, right now it's just bi-seasonal. Yes, you in the front.
Do you know the term angel's share?
Yes.
Do you get that with the sours?
So angel's share, if I don't know my distilling very well, but angel's share is what comes off of the distilling process. But Devil's Share, we will probably have some of that. Devil's Share is what saturates the oak barrel.
Okay.
How do you get it out?
How do you get it out? I gotta ask Jack Daniels because
You
they
do
have
not.
they know how to squeeze that out. But we are using used wine barrels. Most places, most breweries will use used wine barrels, which means they've already had 3 years about
Soaking.
of soaking in wine. So